Hello, buddies. This is David, and really great opportunity of being here with you. Today, we're here for some extra divinatory work with the star cards. Well, first, it's usually important for people to that they have a question in their minds, crafted within their hearts, and to get started, we start with a Seven of Cups, which is a water element, which talks about many different possibilities of outcomes of something that you've been pursuing in your life. Rather it be, it comes from the feelings you have in relation to these things, to these, rewards you're actually looking towards. And this could be, literally about your financial situation, or it could be about your relationships, or it could be about your thoughts, the way you've been regarding yourself recently. But what confirms that with the Nine of Pentacles here is that it is really about your financial situation. The rewards and the way you take care of these things. You see there are plenty of different paths, and several of these paths, they're interlacing with each other, and that you already know based on what it says here. Or if you don't know, you have at least a sense of visualization of the many things that you can actually that can actually lead you towards a pretty abundant scenario. And the queen of Pentacles basically confirms it. The Queen of Pentacles basically is the womb in which these things are, permute, which these things tend to permutate. Um, there it talks about the feelings, the way you feel about these things, because it doesn't necessarily matter the actual physical outcome, or if it's tangible or not tangible. The results itself, it's mostly about the way you portray yourself in relation to it, the way you see yourself, and the way you feel about yourself in relation to these rewards. And once again, it confirms that it's the relationship you have with these rewards with a Seven of Pentacles. uh, which is pretty interesting. It's literally about a great job that you've been doing, a great, it talks about the financial situation, but also talks about the feelings you're about to have, and in relation to these rewards. As the Five of Swords says, it kind of relates to other people as well. It has a direct and indirect proportion to these people. These people could eventually be your, people that are, in a closer realm surrounding you. Um, it could mean, people who are important, even in you know, the process of taking care of these elements. They're, growing these seeds that you've been, that you planted in the past. You can see now as different opportunities. So it's all about these things that you've been cultivated for a while, and now you see that they're ready. They're past. They're ready, and you, who at a certain point, you are ready too to get any of these paths. And as I said, the rewards are imminent, and this is going to affect, as the five of swords, this is going to be affecting other people. Maybe not affecting them directly. Maybe it's going to affect your perspective in relation to him, because the Five of Swords is an air element, while the Seven of Cups, which is the first card, which basically open up this realm of different possibilities. The other ones, all the pentacles, are earth related elements. So That's why it's all about cultivation, your perspective in relation to these rewards. The Knight of Pentacles basically brings another aspect of it, that you are the one carrying the meaning of it, even if it's kind of affecting other people. You're the one behind the resolution for real, because you're responsible for perceiving things from your own personal individual point of perspective. And you know at a certain extent how it's gonna affect other people. Yeah, the nine of wands basically says that you're kind of waiting for something. You've been doing your job. You've been doing a lot. You should already be taking, you know, you should already be harvesting of these, these seeds that you planted in the past, and these various different paths, and these various different, uh, you know, things that you've planted that are ready even to get for harvest, but you're kind of waiting for something, and it has a relationship with other people. You're waiting for somebody else to kind of come and give you the meaning of something that may look abstract for you yet, even though you know that you've been through all of this, and you've been carrying, as the knight of pentacles says, you're the one carrying all of this by yourself. I'm not saying that you're doing it all alone, but and the nine of wands, which is a fire element, your fire is basically being triggered to the defensive mode, instead of utilizing all the earth element cards that were drawn to just establishment of something tangible. And here it is, the four of wands basically states that once you overcome it, once you let go of this defense mode, and once you start perceiving it as not really a game. Maybe people out on the outside may act as if it were a game. Maybe it is a game for them, but you're not, you know, obligated to be part of the game, because you already have so much. You already have the rewards at a certain point. You're constantly looking towards more and more, and you deserve it. But you don't really have to play people's game, which which is basically shown by the Magus card, the first card of the major arcana, which basically has all the elements laid on the table. You have everything, but sometimes it's just a little bit too abstract in relation to these tools you have. You portray yourself in a certain manner that for others at some point it feels that you're not ready. It feels that you haven't harvested yet, and they get worried about it. But what is in fact happening is that it's not that they are worried about it. That you are worried about them being worried about it. Because how can you really decipher what somebody is actually feeling, if not through your own point of perspective? So your point of perspective in relation to these other people is basically what the Magus card is actually saying. Well, hopefully these messages have been clear out a little bit of your path, and hopefully this triggers you to a series of actionable steps. I'm truly here to help you along with this journey. So for this matter, I've you know I I've, I have my personal contact on the description, so you can literally send me a message on WhatsApp. We can talk, and I can read, specific cards for you. And yeah, for those who stay to the end of the video, I always give 3 extra cards. Here's the Ten of Pentacles, which talks about, once again, about the reaping rewards that you have already in hands. So it's about everything you've done so far, all the efforts you've been going through, all the struggle you've been going through, everything coming together as a series of rewards. This is a time, it's November 4th. It's a time where the moon is actually positioned in a spectrum in relation to other planets as well, and that is bringing a lot of chaos, but it's also bringing through these chaos a lot of abundance and a lot of resolution. It's the necessary chaos. And the four wands basically talks about the fire that you have in relation to it, that the abundance and the many parties you can do with it. And I'm not, it can be a literal party, but not necessarily. It can be a mental party, and about the harvest, about these things that you've been working on that you haven't taken enough time to feel the pleasure of having. So, and to wrap it up, the 4 cups. The 4 cups talks about the water element, your feelings in relation to it. You have so many of these rewards, and you feel about it in a very specific way, but sometimes you just you've seen it so many times, and you know that it's not really about the physical aspect of it. And the 4 cups basically gives you an opportunity of looking at something different, looking at something that may not be yet right in front of you, or you may haven't gotten the resolution yet. And yeah, that's basically it. It's a path for resolution, and coming from a very resolved point of perspective, coming from a point of abundance, of physical, mental, and spiritual, and it's regarded with your feelings as well, and with the feelings of other people, because you can direct and indirectly affect these people, and it's part of a journey. I'm really grateful for being part of this journey as well. So if you like this video, you can literally hit the like button. If you dislike, you can hit the dislike button. What matters for me is that it's important for you. And yeah, if you haven't subscribed yet to the channel, it's a great opportunity. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for being to the end of the video. And hopefully you're going to see you next video. Thank you.